What's up, guys? Welcome to DoMoreLife, and today I want to bring you a update regarding travel restrictions and why I chose to cancel my Phuket and Koh Samui trip in Thailand. This is of April 14th, 2021, and it's kind of important. As I pointed out in a live stream about a week ago, I kind of predicted that after Songkran, you would see more travel restrictions come in, and particularly in more entertainment venues. So right now we have an entertainment venue basically closure in places like Pattaya, Phuket, some of the more Samui, the places that you would normally go, that I was going, or that you would normally go on vacation if you're a tourist, that kind of thing. I have been afraid since this last round of restrictions came out from the provincial governors that the Thai government would probably get involved. And I said earlier last week that there's a good chance after Songkran there will be more heavier restrictions imposed. Now, on Wednesday, April the 14th, I'm reading from the PattayaNews.com. It says, Thai government to discuss further targeted restrictions for the illness going around Thursday and Friday for high-risk provinces, including Chonburi. That is the province where Pattaya is, for anyone who is curious. I'm reading a direct quote from them. It says, the Thai government will be discussing further restrictions for high-risk provinces on Thursday, April 15th, 2021 and Friday, April 16th, 2021, as the number of cases at a national level continues to increase on a daily basis. Yesterday saw more than 1,000. I've never seen that here in Thailand before. It continues. The proposed restrictions, which authorities caution against calling a full-fledged lockdown, will be discussed first at a smaller center for the CCSA, which is the department that handles all this, meeting on Thursday, April 15th, 2021, led by General, I can't pronounce his name, but he is the Secretary General of the National Security Council. The proposals will, according to the General, primarily be discussed for Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Chonburi, which includes Pattaya, and the Prachuap Khiri Khan area, which is Hua Hin. These are all popular domestic tourist areas, and as a result have seen the bulk of the current cases associated with a cluster that originally stemmed from entertainment venues, according to authorities. They've already closed 41 provinces for at least 2 weeks. They've closed the entertainment venues in those provinces for at least 2 weeks. Let me be clear about that. The general did not specifically state what restrictions he would put on the table. He noted the current cases were over 90% asymptomatic, with most people being affected 18 to 29 years old. He stated, however, the concern would be cases spreading to the elderly or the vulnerable, which is always the primary concern. On Friday, April 16th, 2021, the proposals will be brought to a full-scale meeting of the CCSA and relevant agencies, the Ministry of Public Health, at 1:30 p.m. That will be led by the PM via video conferencing. It is possible announcements may be made immediately following that meeting. That's an indication to me that they've kind of already got something working and are really looking to speed up the process of putting in new restrictions in certain places. And let me be clear, just because places like Phuket and Samui, Koh Samui, Koh Chang, other areas are not on here so far, does not mean that they will not appear. That's the immediate worry that I have. Now, provincial governors have already made some closure decisions in high-risk provinces, with Wuhan and Chiang Mai stopping alcohol sales in restaurants, for instance, or Chonburi closing cinemas. The Pattaya News will keep you updated as more information is released. As of press time, only entertainment venues and cinemas or theaters remain closed in Chonburi, with no queue or entry rules to leave or enter the province. That is at time of press. In addition to what might be, here's some things already outlined in the Pattaya News. Shopping malls across the country to close earlier at 9 p.m. to help stop the spread. Thailand shopping malls that are part of the Thai Retailers Association and the Thai Shopping Center Association will be closing across the country earlier at 9 p.m. starting tomorrow, Thursday, April 15th, a spokesperson stated this afternoon. This is likely not information you will see published in the Royal Gazette, which is like the things that they enact into law enact into law, because this is by a different administration. This is like a shopping mall administration or two shopping mall administrations. So you likely won't see a Royal Gazette publishing on this. Additionally, association members and network partners across the country will strengthen the screening of customers into their shopping malls and department stores looking for people who are symptomatic. Mr. Noon, I cannot pronounce his last name, president of the Thai Retailers Association, made the announcement today, April 14th, 2021. The decision affects the majority of malls across the country, although the Pattaya News notes may not affect malls or smaller plazas. So some of the smaller malls or the smaller little plazas, shopping centers, may not be affected, that are completely independent and not part of either association. However, the government can do whatever they want whenever they want. So just keep that in mind. The early closing will be until further notice with no specific end in date. He did not specifically say what the tighter screening measures to enter malls would consist of. Malls already are amongst some of the stricter venues in the country in terms of screening and processing their customers. This is absolutely correct because I have been to malls recently myself. They have the full body scanners there where it checks your internal temperature. You also have hand scanners. You have almost like a metal detector system you have to go through, but it's not. It's looking for thermal differences in your body. Now, I will tell you, this is a preemptive, I don't want to say warning, and I don't want to scare anybody by any means, but it would not be out of the question for the Thai government to really implement some strict travel measures in the very near future. And by very near future, I mean when Songkran is completely over, they're likely to put in some restrictions that we've seen before. Travel restrictions, alcohol bans, things of that nature, which really serve to hurt a lot of businesses. We hope that they don't close restaurants and do takeout food only, but at the same time, when we're seeing numbers in the thousands per day, not seen that before, it's cause for concern for me. It's cause for concern for people just in the general areas of these hotspots. Unfortunately, where I live in Bangkok is one of them. I would tell anyone who has any travel plans to try to book things that are refundable. Try to book things that are maybe not in some of the most highly desired places, such as Hua Hin, Bangkok, Chonburi, Phuket, and Surat Thani provinces, which include Koh Samui. Perhaps go north somewhere and try doing something there, because there is in my opinion, of living in Thailand 3 years, living and working in Thailand 3 years as an expat, I foresee more restrictions coming. That is just a guess. I want to be 100% clear about that. That's just an educated guess based on my experience. But it seems that what I've thought would happen thus far is happening, and I'll be very interested to see if Thailand does not increase travel restrictions or closures to businesses or alcohol bans or things of that nature. I would be very surprised. However, let me make sure I'm clear on one very important point. Thailand is going to do what's best for Thailand. They're going to make sure the people are taken care of, and they have a very, very good contact tracing system here. And they know how to implement it very well. They do a good job of it, and they do a good job of taking care of people when they do come up positive. So, with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys an update. Look for live streams this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday at the usual time, 9 a.m. Bangkok time. That'd be 10 p.m. On the East Coast. So Saturday morning, 9 a.m. here in Bangkok will be 10 p.m. Friday night on the East Coast of the U.S. And if you're interested in getting all the up-to-date news, plus being a part of a really cool live stream with a lot of family-type atmosphere, I encourage you to join us. Other than that, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Whatever you do today, please do more life.